So, Robert, let's talk a little bit about the potential different profiles people may have between a fundamental profile and a perceived profile. What is behind this, those two concepts?
Yes, that's something I attach a big importance, because very often when people receive a profile, they say, "Oh, but I wasn't like that before," or they say, "But you know, I think I am different when I work in my professional context and in my private context." And these people, they are right. Some people can act differently. You know, if you compare two periods of age, and if you compare two situations, two contexts. So I try to conceive the questionnaire in a way to make that appear. And the information can be interesting for the people. The perceived profile is a profile which is in the mind of the people contextualized. And because it is relative to a context. Most of the time, if it is in a seminar in an organization or with professionals, with managers, they think about the professional context. And so, how do they behave in a professional context? That's the first point. Second point, they look at them here and now. That means in this context, the way they behave, plus, you know, the way they would like to be seen by other people, or the way they would like to evolve. So the questions are made to make that appear also. That means the way I see myself and the way I would like to be seen by others. So there is about the time frame, it is present towards future. You know, there is a wish sometimes to evolve in this direction.
Depending from the role also.
Depending on the role. So how they are professionally, how they see themselves, and they would like to be seen or to see themselves in the future. That's the perceived profile. The fundamental profile, the way it is the questions are formulated, it is a little bit different. Because it attracts the attention of the people on the way they are not only in the professional context but in other contexts. So, and after you keep what they are, because they didn't eliminated the way they are not. So the movement is very different in the mind. And most of the time, the fundamental profile is much larger, much broader than the perceived one. I mean, the people think the way they are, not only in this context, but in other contexts and all that. And also, there is another point which is very, very important, that, 2/3 of the people evolve of preference in their life, you know, at least once, sometimes more than once. And so our preferences are what? Preferences in our behaviors, but first of all, in our needs, in the family of needs. So somebody who spent several years with a preference in needs put in place way of behaving, interpersonal devices or stratagems to get the satisfaction of the predominant needs. And get the habit of behaving in such and such a way to nurture the needs which are predominant with him. If by his own evolution, or the evolution which is going to be triggered by the responsibility in life, professional and private life, this person evolves in his preferences. And goes to put naturally another family of needs is going to come in the front of the scene. Of course, the person is going to do the same, to develop behaviors, new behaviors, but at the service of the new needs, to satisfy the new needs. But the habits a person has taken during 10, 15 years, you know, to satisfy the former priority.
They haven't vanished. They're still there.
They don't disappear. So we are the person we are the person we have been. And that's a question which leads to the fundamental profile which makes that appear. So very often you find the difference between the perceived profile and the fundamental profiles are that the fundamental profile is larger, broader, in terms of activity and context, and is more historical, but it is present in the psyche of the person, in the structure of the person, psychological structure of the person is deeper because it is more historical.
And is there a threat that, in fact, if you have a big difference between a fundamental profile and a perceived profile, that people are getting, let's say, strokes from the outside, which are not satisfying the fundamental profile because it's not seen by the surrounding?
Yeah, it is possible.
Is this a risk?
There is a risk. There is a risk, especially if the person is in survival in his or her perceived profile. So this person doesn't get energy to satisfy the current needs. But at the same time, for instance, let's imagine somebody in V language, okay, in survival. And the person doesn't get, satisfaction of the need of esteem and respect and all that. But at the same time, this person is going to become maybe disagreeable with the other ones. And if in the fundamental there is let's say a relational need, like affection or attention, maybe it's going to degrade also the satisfaction of this need. So sometimes people, they lose energy on both levels, perceived and fundamental. So we have to have that in mind, because for the evolution of somebody is not good and bad, but at the same time it could be an extension of the competencies of the person. But to have this extension of the competencies, the person is using a lot of energy. Of course, it can get energy back by the exchange, but he's using a lot of energy. Somebody, for instance, who started in R language or in I language as a dominant language and goes to V as a dominant one, every day makes an effort to be in V. So at the same time, it is an extension of the competencies, and it is an expense of resources or emotional energy. So when the person is in survival, the person can lose energy at both of the level, and so it could fragilize the person. So the person could get exhausted more easily than a person who didn't change profile.
So is the perceived profile a real change in the needs, or is it let's say a good actor who's playing a role towards his function he has in the company or in the family or whatever? So is it a real need, or is it just a played role?
No, it's a real need. Real needs very often. This mutation, this transformation, is coming from what the person has to do. For instance, you imagine.
Then it's not you. It's then just the surrounding, the environment.
Yeah, but it is going to give a natural evolution also, or to trigger that. For instance, an engineer who is very technical in what he does. He is good in what he does, and very often, by his education and by what he does, for instance, he has a dominant in S language, structure, technical, procedure, and so on, precision, quality, and so on. And this person becomes a head of department, or maybe head of directorate. All of a sudden, what he has to do is not technical anymore, but it is making decision, taking responsibility, and so on and so on. So he will use V competencies much more than before.
More in growth, so the positive aspects.
The positive aspect.
And in survival?
And in survival, it depends on if he is only getting, reinforcing his competencies in V, or from using these new competencies, very frequently all the time, little by little, his preferences are changing. That means from using the competencies in V, for instance, his behaviors according to the demand in V language, responsibility, decision, and so on, becomes his own preferences. That's the transformation of profile is occurring at this moment. So it becomes natural with him.
And is there also, let's say, in this transition phase that, in fact, in survival, it's more likely that the fundamental profiles are popping up, and in growth, more the perceived?
Okay, you can have, it depends on the person. Sometimes people to have new behaviors, new competencies, they do a lot with, about it, like new rich people. And so they exaggerate, the competencies. Some they fragilize themselves because they go in excess. So that could happen. What happens also, that we can verify that very easily, that when stress is getting big, people go back to the fundamental.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. So depending on the intensity of stress, they go back and. So you can have different movements according to the intensity of stress.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.